Because
can y'all see where the leak is? This is the new pump, by the way. So because the gasket's bad, it's coming out of here, here, and several other places. The steel backed, and this is the wrong one to use because all of the real gasket material here, as you can see, has been destroyed. So this is useless, but I had no choice. I had no other gasket. So we're not going to be using this anymore. But had I known that, I could have used this as a pattern to make a gasket with. So I'm going to keep it in the future so I can make a pattern for it now in the future. Meanwhile, we're going to get this off with a razor. You want to do this gently so you don't chafe or put deep gouges inside of the aluminum. Okay, just take your time. The time I was doing this on the side of the road, I did not have any time at all. I was in a hurry because we had to get this thing home. So I put some silicone on the outside of the gasket on the other side, so it's like sandwiched between. Now you almost never have to put silicone on any gasket material, but because I don't know the material composition of this gasket material, I don't know if it's designed for exhaust manifolds or intake manifolds or water pump gasket. Since I don't know that, my added sense of security will be to add silicone on both sides. Just a very thin layer, as you can see, that I put here, okay? Don't put it on too thick at all, just very thin. And that should give me security to know that it will seal really, really well, okay, in this situation. So she's ready to be installed now. Best thing to do to install the 10mm here down here, where I have to get access to it by using a breaker bar. You want to get that first because it's easier to put the rest of it on if you do that. You will need an assistant to move the breaker bar because it's a little bit hard to do it without it. And I don't have the benefit of having an assistant out here with me. Okay, once you get the rest of these finger tightened, you can tighten this one right here, the one that's hard to get to, unless you have a breaker bar. Alright, so now we're going to move that. It's going to be over here, guys. Can you see it? Okay, here's the breaker bar. We're going to be moving the breaker bar down so we can get access to that 110mm, which is the one we're going to do first because it's always shrouded and can't get to it any other way. So we're going to be tightening this one first, okay? All Hiluxes and Fortuners are like this, and Kajang too. In Indonesia, in Malaysia, they call it a Kajang. What the hell kind of name is Kajang? Okay, that's good. 10mm, you don't want to over tighten them because it will crack your water pump. Okay. So now we do the opposite side, which is a 12. Okay, just tighten it snug. You'll know. You've been doing this before, you know what you're doing. Don't want to over tighten. It's like a motorcycle. You don't want to over tighten the 10mm or you're going to break it. 1, 2, and then way over here is 3. 4. 5. sure it's around this pulley here. And then when the tensioner is down, I'm going to put this around the alternator pulley. Okay. Hopefully I can get around there with one hand. Let's hope I don't have to do this off camera. Oh, no, it's on. Good. This is the diagram for this Toyota Fortuner with AC and automatic transmission. Okay, guys? Don't look at that stupid internet. It's totally wrong, okay? Let's see if I can lay it down here. Hey guys, it's gonna go, your reference point is the crankshaft, okay? You're gonna put it at the bottom of the crankshaft. You're gonna go over idler 1. You're gonna go around, okay, to the, what you call that, AC compressor. You're gonna go all the way across. Remember, your teeth has to mesh with the water pump here, okay? You're gonna go over the water pump. You're gonna go around idler number 2. You're gonna go back this way. You're gonna go around the power steering pump. You're gonna come all the way across, okay? And you're gonna go around the alternator, which is right here, and then around idler number 3, and then back around the crankshaft again, okay? So, crankshaft, idler number 1, AC compressor, over the water pump on top of the pulley, okay? Around idler number 2, okay? Around the power steering pump, all the way over to alternator, then around idler number 3, and back to the bottom of the crankshaft again, okay? It's the proper way to do it on a Toyota Fortuner, Toyota Hilux, automatic transmission with air, okay? Any other technique does not work. I had to figure this shit out myself. It's annoying. The rest of the internet is wrong. This is the right way, okay, guys? Okay, let's have a look at my work. Let's have a look at my work. It's the alternator. Let's get a closer look at that. Okay, down there at the bottom is idler number 3, okay? And we're going to go to the crankshaft. Y'all see it? That's the crankshaft. Then idler number 2 is at the bottom. Can y'all see it? I'll point it with my finger. It's right there, idler number 2. Then you're going to go over right here. Can you see it? That is AC compressor, okay? Again, over the water pump pulley, which is right here, okay? It's actually below the belt. Here's the top part, here's the bottom part. You're gonna go over the water pump. You're gonna go this way to idler number 3. See it? This idler number 3. Come back this way. I'm gonna go around the power steering pump. You're gonna come all the way across again. Okay, to alternator. Okay, and back down to idler number 1, and right next to it is a crankshaft. Okay, that is the proper way to do serpentine belt routing on this 2005 Fortuner automatic AC car. All right, and also this is the proper way to do the water pump installation on the same make, year, and model. All right, guys. Alright guys, the car is now done, and now we shouldn't have any overheating issues with this car ever again, and it should not leak any coolant because I made sure of it. Every inch of this gasket has been replaced, and it's done the right way, whereas before it didn't even have a gasket, so got that fixed. So now temperature is stable, and it's at where it's supposed to be, whereas before it was getting really hot, and that's the problem with it. So it's not hot anymore. So that's the cool thing about it. So right now we're doing a road test, and so far it's been pretty stable. I'm very happy with it. So this is the proper way to do a water pump, okay? And also to make a homemade gasket, but you have to have the right material to do the gasket the right way. Now what I did use is I used the thin material, okay? I didn't use the thick material for this water pump. You do not want to use thick gasket material because the expansion and contraction of the gasket will also cause it to leak because of the thickness, and it leaves a really big gap the moment it contracts after it's been driven. So that's what you want to do. You want to avoid that. You want to use the thin one. The one that's like the thickness of a, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like the pack of cigarettes, okay? And it's got to be the thickness of that. No thicker, okay? And then that's the thickness you should use. So I use a type of asbestos material, and with the thickness of a cigarette pack. So it wasn't that thick. But the bad part about that thing is when I cut it, it was, what is it called? It's easy to destroy and it's easy to crack, so you have to be very careful when I cut it. So when I did that, it was done carefully, okay? So that's the deal. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. So if you found this video useful, if you find this video useful, kindly like, share, and subscribe, and then send a copy of this video to your friends to see if they like it. Maybe they can get something out of it. But I appreciate the time, and I appreciate the watching of the video, and stay tuned for more videos in the future. We're gonna do a lot more things with this car and a lot more things with a lot of cars, because I work on a lot of cars. So basically no holds barred, diesel or electric or gas or aviation fuel. I'll work on it. I don't care. I just got to read the manual and I'm done. I'm good there. So that's about it. So thank you guys for watching the video, and enjoy. Thank you guys for watching the video, and join us for our next video. So BBG out. This video is sponsored by Muscle Shirts, the premier online store for everything car related. Please check us out at muscleshirts.store and support us by getting one of our awesome products. We have a 15% discount for you at the checkout. Link in the description.